Alright lads, what's happening? I am Lawrence Chaney from RuPaul's Drag Race UK Season 2. 1, 2. And today you're going to see the process of how I got ready for the runway this week. In this week's episode we had to pair up with our best pal. So I picked Lanky Legs Ellie Diamond. Team Scotland for freedom. And then Ru revealed that we were competing against each other. What? Fuck!
And oh! What was that?
Now who here's prepared to lose a friend in order to win a maxi challenge? Just me? You as well, Ahora? Aye, sounds about right. What were you, Jen? Aye, Jen. Aye. She said something I don't understand. So if you want to be the bitch that steals this look, then keep on watching. As you guys know, I like to do my eyebrows first, but for this look today, they are white eyebrows, so it means that you need to be a wee bit more delicate. And you know me, I'm light on my toes, you saw the rusical.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
With these eyebrows, it's almost like eyeshadow where you start lightest to darkest. So I'm going to start with the lightest, which are the white eyebrows, and then conceal around them with my brown contour shade that I would use for my nose. So let's get going, babes! This time as well, I'm drawing around the whole eyebrow because the whole eyebrow needs to be really bold. That's why under the eye we are not doing any bright white or any of that stuff today, because that's not going to fit my fantasy or work with this look. Okay, I know I look a bit crazy, but now it's time for the foundation, and with the foundation I'm just going to take a bit of it in between here and up here as well to really blend this out so it's like a gradual ombre fade, so it's not too severe or mental. If I hear red bag fever, red bag fever, red bag fever, I'm going to kill my It honestly triggers my fight or flight. I was super excited to get a challenge that I knew I could at least do well in. I didn't obviously know that I was going to win right there and then. Spoiler alert.
Yes, yes, yes. Bloody hell yeah.
I knew literally as soon as the boxes were rolled out, I was like, sewing challenge. Bring it to Henny. Oh, look. Lovely! Oh, do you know what? All I'm saying is I've done it so much quicker and easier here than on the show. It took me forever. For my eyelids, rather than my Krylon TV paint stick in white, I'm going to use my go-to foundation base colour, just so it's not pure white and going to cancel out those eyebrows. Now that's all done, I'm just going to go in and set my eyes.
The fuck was that little performance for?
That's the final look, guys. I've been Tilda Swinton. Thank you very much. The foundation's successfully on my nose, right? I'm going to use the same brown cream colour that I used to carve around my eyebrows for the lines on my nose, to contour it. See? Multi-purpose, babes. Multi-purpose. You've seen the top half, I'm going to go in and do the bottom half. It's my normal routine, you guys have seen it before and you're going to see it again. I think knowing Ellie sewed, it definitely put me off a little bit, because I wasn't only with my best Judy, but like out of all the pairs, I think me and Ellie were the only ones where it's like, well, they both sew, so which one of them's gonna win? Whereas like when you looked at Ahora and Tace, girl, we knew which one would wear it best out of those. Veronica and Tia, you knew who was gonna look best out of that group.
You're joking.
And Ginny and Sister, you could see who was gonna win.
Don't now, because I'm going to have an heart attack.
So me and Ellie being paired together was really hard because I didn't have a clue whether I was going to win. I just knew that I'd look good. But even then I knew, well, you sew. And a lot of the time on this show, when a lot of people are dead confident and cocky, they sometimes flatline. Sewing is something I need to do in my day-to-day life as a drag queen because I just don't have enough money for all these costumes. So I was super nervous. I definitely knew that I had it in me to win, and I knew that I had it in me to beat Ellie. So that's why I literally got to work. I wasn't f***ing about. I was like, I have a plan, stick to it, you know what works for you. So I just gave them quintessential Loza. I knew I wanted it stoned, so I knew I had to work really quickly. We only had like one day to make these looks, and not even, you know, we couldn't take it home with us, we couldn't ask for an extension. It wasn't like at school or like at a show where it'll just do. It needed to be runway ready and perfect from a 360-degree angle.
Period.
And it was really good this week getting a chance to have like a talk with Ru herself about the Scottish drag scene, because the Scottish drag scene is huge. The scene here in Scotland is so diverse. So having a moment to talk to RuPaul about that is insane. It's insane that I'm from little old Helensburgh and I'm talking to RuPaul about how to get a Dundee from Helensburgh and from Glasgow. That's insane. I just want to do the scene proud, because the scene literally raised me and gave me a platform when this show didn't exist, before Drag Race UK was even a thing. So being able to talk about my experiences, because I've had positive experiences and bad experiences on the scene. Like, some people are arseholes, some people aren't, but I also know that I can sometimes be an arsehole and I'm not sitting here like Little Miss Perfect. It's really nice to be able to stand back from the scene and go, wow, what an extraordinary scene we have.
Yup.
Okay, we've done our foundation, we've done our contouring, we've drawn our neck on, we've drawn our nose less crooked. Now it's on to the eyes. For this eye look today, I want to start by tracing out my inner corner and the wing, so that I know where my eyeshadow needs to end up, where my crease is to start, so I know where all that is before anything else. As well as this, I'm going to draw in my crease, just using the black liner, and then we're going to build up some eyeshadow on top of it and smoke it out. That's me trace my other eye off camera, and what we're doing today for eyeshadow, we're not putting down a base, we're not using that flash palette. I'm literally going to go in with some neutral eyeshadow shades. On the show, I basically used the same colours I contoured with as my eyeshadow, so we're going to do that again today. See, I'm telling you, I'm a queen on a budget, using contour colours for eyeshadow. Honestly, everyone does it, you know. So using
You little bitch.
Using that same NYX Highlight and Contour Pro palette, I'm literally going to take the mid-tone brown and I'm literally going to start carving out and shading under the eye and the crease. To deepen the shadow, I'm using the darkest shade from the NYX Highlight and Contour Pro palette. So just pop it in here. See, we want to build it, and it means we can clean all this shit up in the end. To cut my crease, I'm sadly using Redacted Cosmetics.
That thing has a name?
In shade First Class. Again, I'm a dirty bastard, and these probably aren't eye safe, but listen, I'm working on a budget and this lipstick's 2 years old, so I've got to make my money out of it somehow. Then I'm using my favourite product, the MAC Dazzle Shadow Liquid, and that is in shade Blankin' Brilliant! And I'm using that on the inner part of the crease and trying to feather it outward. Again, maybe it won't work, but this acts as a good base for glitter. To fill in the eyeliner, I'm using my Kiko Daring Look Eye Marker. To highlight my inner corner, I'm using my NYX Epic Wear Waterproof White Liner. To add a little bit of shimmer to the white, I'm using the Give Face White Liquid Liner. It. Onto the lips. For my lips today, I'm lining them with the classiest of products, my fake Makeup Forever Flash Palette in shade brown that we used for the nose contour, for concealing round the blouse. For concealing round the brows, and now we're using it on the lips. So we're going to take some of that. We're going to scoop de doop 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 round the lips, right? My lips are lined, so for this lip today I want it to be fully nude, like me on a Sunday.
What?
and I'm going in with the MAC liquid lipstick in Espresso. That is my go-to for any lip. It's a kind of brown colour. To highlight my lips, the other lipstick I'm going to be using is the Give Face Cosmetics liquid lipstick in Clone, which is a lovely kind of nudie vibes, right? So we're going to use the Espresso on the outer part of the lips, again to give it those ombre vibes. Then taking the Give Face Cosmetics liquid lipstick, I'm going to pop it in the centre where the highlights should be, babes. We're going to make sure not to eat it. Then just go ahead and blend it using a brush. That's the lips done. I'm going to move on to my highlight and finishing touches. What was really cool during the challenge was being able to help people that didn't know how to sew, because I know how much I depended on people's help last week in the Rusical. So being able to kind of go, hiya hen, do you want your machine threaded? Okay, thanks babes. So I helped out Tia, and poor Tia was like so nervous and like so in her head. It was like, oh my god, thank god someone else gets that mindset you get in, because it's so horrible when you get in the bottom because you know you're not good at something. So I was like, if I can help you in any way, I'll thread your sewing machine, gal. I'm not going to sew it for you because we only had like 7 hours to do it. But we made it work, and she made it work as well, and that's why she ultimately stayed. Right, it's time to set it before I regret it. Right, here we go. Yeah.
What a fucking mess.
Right now I'm going to head off camera, whack these bad boys on, put on a wig, put on my frock that I stitched myself and hot glued all those lovely stones on, all 8 of them, and I'll be back with the final look. Ta-da, babes! This is the final look. Spoiler alert! I won my first ever Maxi Challenge! So I now have both a Blue Peter badge from when I was 13 and a Rue Peter badge from being 23. Suck it! Also guys, just a little tidbit. For this design challenge we were given a bra and a corset that we could embellish or build upon. And I was like, this corset doesn't fit me. So I said, right, well that's yeeted out the door. So all I was left with was the bra. And I knew from the get-go I wanted to do a hat with the look. I didn't know if I wanted to do like a big massive one or a wee kind of like circle disc hat. And I asked one of the crew members, I said, can I cut up this box that we get all the fabric in? And they were like, no, we need the boxes, please don't touch that. And I was like, oh, so I shouldn't have sawn it in half. I'm kidding. But, so I cut the bra cup off, backed it with cardboard, stuffed it with tights, covered it in the lovely sequin fabric, and here we go, babes. A hat. Wonders will never cease, am I right? To help me choose what fabrics I wanted to go together, what would match, I cut out little samples and stuck them in my little book. So I really put a lot of thought into like which ones would match together, what tones would work, what textures would work. So I would like cross one off, or you know, it was all about choosing what would work for me, what was right for the look. Or as Ellie Diamond would say to all these bits of fabric, yes!
Choices.
Thank you so much for watching and supporting me on my drag race journey. Who knows what's going to happen next week? Maybe I'll get thrown into a vat of sharks. Maybe I'll have to swim for my life. If that's the case, I'm sinking. But anyway, I'll stop chatting and I'll see you in the next one. Gold finger? More like gold minger. Bitch.